Hello there, HIW Wildside wrestling fans, and welcome to a very special edition of Wildside TV. I am the real Bobby Munson, and right beside me here, the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. How you doing?
Doing all right, Munson. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. It is the holiday season, and we're bringing you another edition of the very best of series. So this is part 1 of 3, where Papa Smokes and myself are going to pick the very best of Wildside TV that's happened since the last set of ones that we picked, which would have been back at Battle Arts time. So Papa Smokes, why don't you start it off? Let the fans know what they're going to be seeing in our first opening bout.
All right, in our first bout, you know what match I'm going to pick. I'm picking El Asesino versus Davey O Doyvle for the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship.
Wonderful matchup. Looking forward to watching that one more time because O Doyvle rules. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be for the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship, a match sanctioned by General Manager Connie Lynn. It's your boy El Asesino having to face up against Davey O Doyvle. The title is on the line, and Davey O Doyvle, talk about the luck of the Irish as of late. He's not only got this opportunity here tonight, but we know that he's got that opportunity at the Wildside Provincial Championship as well too. We could be looking at the start of Davey 2 titles after tonight.
Yeah, what's up with Davey O Doyvle and all the title shots here? I don't think this guy's earned them. I don't think he deserves them. I don't think he should be in the ring with a real champion like El Asesino tonight.
I think you're just worried because you know, Papa Smokes, you know that I've got the footage of Davey O Doyvle pinning El Asesino earlier this year. And you know what? If El Asesino doesn't watch himself, I'm going to release that footage so that everybody can see when the point in time Davey O Doyvle put El Asesino down on the mat for the 3 count. And I'm not talking about just a few weeks ago on Wildside TV when he did the same in that tag team match.
Oh, not again with this mystery footage that doesn't actually exist. I don't believe he's ever beaten El Asesino. I don't believe he can beat him tonight. And I don't think he has what it takes to be Central Canadian Champion.
Just because it didn't happen on Wildside TV, Papa Smokes, doesn't mean it didn't happen. And that man, Davey O Doyvle, has made a quick climb to the top here in HIW, and he has put the champions on notice. Cheech Shabazz and El Asesino are worried about Davey O Doyvle's rise. And so they should be. Here comes everybody's least favorite person and Papa Smoke's absolute favorite person, El Asesino.
Yeah, check it out, Wildside fans. This is what a real champion looks like. All class, all ability, all attitude, and wearing that 10 pounds of gold.
I could do without the attitude from El Asesino, but you know, credit to him, he's been a very good defending champion, a great defending champion, in fact, too, and you know, holding that title with a lot of pride, it means a lot to him. Coming off a big win at the Power Bones Battle Royal at HIW Canada as well, too, where he was victorious in retaining his Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship. I mean, Davey O Doyvle has got a tough task on his hand here tonight.
Yeah, you know, Cosmo Hall's got that big fight championship feel in the air tonight.
Introducing first the challengers, standing to my left.
And El Asesino has been very, very vocal as well in recent weeks about the addition of the new Grand Championship here in HIW, saying that the title is not on the level of the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship. Been very vocal about that, so you know, El Asesino wanting to make sure that everybody is well aware about the prestigiousness and pride that comes along with being the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship because of the history and lineage that title holds. Not to say the Grand Championship will not get there one day, but at the moment the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship has probably got the most prestige and lineage behind it here in HIW.
It's just another way for the brass at HIW Canada to disrespect El Asesino, to try and stand in his way. It's disgusting what they're doing. We got a real champion right here, and we got ourselves a championship match.
Remember, it's one thing though, Papa Smokes, it's that brass that gave you your job and pay you your wage.
Hey, like always, I call it like I see it.
Maybe they ought to make a deduction to that wage, add an extra, add a 1 less 0 on the end of that one. Asesino having a little bit of words with those fans at ringside. You know, El Asesino been recently taking some of his carnage on tour as well, Papa Smokes. Something that he hasn't done for a while is step outside of the province of Saskatchewan. I've seen him showing up on some other shows and ruining nights for other people in other cities.
Oh, absolutely. He's done it in the past before. He's been a touring wrestler. He'll do it again too. All it does is give a treat to the fans in other cities.
I imagine he's probably been taking that Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship along with him and holding it with pride at those companies as well, letting them know all about Wildside Wrestling, Wildside TV. He's probably even throwing your name out there a few times. I'm sure, you know, as much you give him props every week, he's letting everybody know about Papa Smokes being around.
Do you think so?
Very possible.
That'd be great.
Before long, you'd be getting calls from other provinces to come make appearances on their wrestling TV shows. Oh, wait, never mind.
Don't harsh my buzz, Munson.
I guess at the same time, too, is that the other provinces would have to catch up and get a show of their very own to keep up with Wildside TV in the first place.
That's right, that's right. We're blazing the trail here, Munson.
Canadian Trail Blazers indeed. Davey O Doyvle firmly in control of this one. He's really taking the fight to El Asesino here. Nice snap suplex there. Snap German suplex, I should say.
How quickly the tide turns in this match, too. Doyle looked like he had something going for a couple minutes there. The Mexican assassin turns it right around on him.
What do you think it is about El Asesino, Pop Smokes? You know him so well. Tell me what it is. What makes this guy as angry and animalistic is what he has become. I mean, at one point in time, there had to be a young El Asesino that wasn't this vicious, angry individual. So what got him to become what he is today?
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Munson. There was a time when maybe he was different, but El Asesino's been in this business for 15 plus years. He's had matches all over Canada and throughout the U.S. He's battled a lot of different guys, and you know what? He realized that in this business, you don't get anything by being a nice guy. You get what you want by winning. You get titles, you get winners' payout purses, all the rest of it, and he's achieving that. He doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He doesn't care what anybody else says. He imposes his will in the ring, and that's the end of it.
Apparently outside the ring there, too, is he really getting under the skin of the fans at ringside, getting them to move from their chairs and then just throwing his opponent back in the ring and then mocking the intelligence of our wonderful Wildside wrestling fans.
Yeah, I love it.
Now you better watch out, though. Those Wildside wrestling fans are what make our show possible, Papa Smokes, and if you sit there and mock their intelligence like your good buddy El Asesino there, you might find yourself on the wrong side of some of the fans here at Wildside Wrestling.
It wouldn't be the first time, Munson, but like I told you, I tell the truth in everything I say, and I'll keep saying it.
We'll have to go find out if El Musco is available as a muscle to walk you out to your car every night.
Here you see Asesino playing his game. He's got O'Doyle on his back on the mat. He's got his arm around making that rear headlock, and then he's leaning all his weight on O'Doyle's body. To stand up there, he had to lift up himself and Asesino. It's just great wrestling right there.
Speaking of great wrestling, beautiful reversal from Davey O Doyvle and just about a 3 count over the champion. El Asesino goes right back to work taking Davey O Doyvle down. Oh, not even quite a full 2 count there. Still quite a bit of fight left in Davey O Doyvle here. That title means a lot to both these individuals, especially, it would mean big things for Davey O Doyvle's career if he could pull off the victory here tonight and walk away the Central Canadian Heavyweight Champion.
Huge things. Everybody wants a shot at the champion. Everybody wants a shot at El Asesino. But beating him, that's another story.
We'll be looking at some death from above coming up here. Death from above, not quite landing. Davey O Doyvle, the damage has been done to him as well. I mean, he's not able to capitalize on this opportunity right away. Barely responding to the referee's 10 count there. Both men really have had damage done to them in this matchup. Wear and tear starting to get to them. Who do you think this match favors the longer it goes on?
I never bet against the champ. It definitely favors El Asesino if it goes longer, but I still don't think he should take his time with this fiery Irishman.
Well, especially, I mean, you've got to say, Davey O Doyvle took quite the beatdown from El Asesino and Sheet Shabazz in the recent tag team match on Wildside TV. And Davey O Doyvle still managed to keep fighting back, coming back in that matchup, and showing them what he's made of. I mean, he is definitely no slouch inside that squared circle.
Yeah, he's not to be underestimated. This is another thing, you let this guy get momentum going like this, and he's very powerful.
He might be looking to finish things up right here. Hits it! The cover! Not enough to become the new champ here tonight, though.
I knew he was going to kick out.
I'm guessing by that sigh, you're a little bit of a liar here tonight, Papa Smokes. I think even El Asesino had to believe for a second there that his title was slowly fading away from him. But he's responding well to it anyway.
Quick 2 count by the champion. Both men still slow.
Oh, there's that spine buster. I was just thinking to myself, what's El Asesino got up his sleeve, but Davey O Doyvle countering back and getting just a 2.5 count. But El Asesino was lurking. I mean, there's intelligence in that mind of his as he was scouting Davey O Doyvle, preparing for something. I mean, it might not be the most ethical thing that he chooses to do inside that squared circle, but damn it if he doesn't get away with it each and every time.
Well, now you're getting the hang of this, Munson. Oh yeah.
Superplex from the top.
Thunderous.
Oh, the counter. We were close once again. Davey O Doyvle just about pulling off the upset here.
Ah, there it is. That's it, Munson.
It's all over, but I mean, a hell of a performance from Davey O Doyvle, but El Asesino once again retaining the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship. And at the moment, I dare to say it, who can stop him?
That's the question in HIW right now. Who can stop?
I know a lot of guys are going to want to try, but I mean, he is just put Davey O Doyvle down more than once. I mean, Davey O Doyvle's had his chances at the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship. Now he's going to have to turn his focus over to Sheik Shabazz in the Wildside Provincial Championship. Now, what's going to be in store for Asesino? Who's going to have the guff to step up to the champ now?
Yeah, bring up the next contender. Obviously, O'Doyle, not enough.
And what a fantastic encounter that was. Asesino, Davey O Doyvle for the Central Canadian Heavyweight Championship. Wonderful matchup. But speaking of wonderful matchups, Papa Smoke, we got a wonderful one here for our main event. And this is the one that everybody's been buzzing about since it happened. Devil's Night was quite the evening, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I couldn't agree more, Munson. That was wild.
And nothing better to ring in the Christmas season than a revisit of Devil's Night and a revisit of the Fans Bring the Weapons matchup. The HIW Tag Team Championships were on the line. It was the Western Lions versus Team Flex Appeal. So without further ado, let's head on down to ringside and relive that incredible encounter. I made sure that Better Bobby was all geared up, ready to go down there at ringside with his camera. He's going to do the best to follow the action everywhere it goes, because I'm certain this one isn't going to spend a whole lot of time in the ring here tonight.
Better Bobby better watch to make sure he doesn't get swept up in the action.
He might have a close call or two, but I'm sure that Team Flex Appeal will make sure that Better Bobby stays safe down there. Can't say the same for the Western Lions. They've had their eye out for Better Bobby for a while now. Mike McSugar looking like he's all dressed up here for Halloween night. Not his usual attire and not his usual self by the looks of it. He looks a little bit more focused than he usually does coming down to the ring.
Yeah, the groin thrusting struck you as focused, I guess.
That was minimal. We usually get that, but I didn't see any special dances happening down there at ringside. Even though I specifically requested a special one just for Papa Smoke, but it didn't happen, I guess.
I've had it before, Munson, much to my chagrin. It's a bit of a coming of age of HIW if you haven't had a lap dance from Mike McSugar on his way to the ring.
Well, I can say I haven't had the lap dance, but I know Better Bobby's had his ass grabbed and had the camera kissed a few times down there. And here they are, that very dominant tag team, the HIW Tag Team Champions. Titles that they have been defending quite well since their win back in May at Battle Arts. I mean, these guys have been a dominating force, not just here in HIW Wildside, but also all across Western Canada as well, too. If you do not know about the Western Lions yet, you don't know what you're missing. A lot of history, especially between Michael Richard Blaze and Michael Allen Richard Clark. And no, we're not even going to get a bell here. We're just going to get started.
You're off already. That's the kind of match this is. No one's waiting for the bell or nothing.
As we said, there's the bell finally, and I don't think this ring is going to be enough to contain this matchup. As you can see already, spilled to the outside, and we're already heading to the weapons. Toilet seat. This could get unique.
Dear Lord. I don't want to see what McSugar's going to do with that.
Oh, even the big man threw the ropes on that one. People at the bar might need to watch out. I think they might need to put a cage down there at the front of the bar, just in case things get a little too wild here tonight. Oh, the board smacked right across Blaze's back.
Wow, the sound of that.
I think they heard that at the bar next door. Now McSugar looking to fly. This is the kind of match where our referee here tonight is almost nothing more than a spectator to call the ending. Oh my goodness.
EVD. He's a wild man.
what an impact BVD has made on Wildside Wrestling since his debut. His debut that occurred, I believe that would have been earlier this year. So it's been quite the 2018 for him since coming here to Wildside Wrestling. And wow, that is quite the leap there from Michael Allen. Richard Clark taking all three men down.
Well, this action's been on the outside so far. I think the ring's only there as somewhere to leap from.
And speaking of which, I think we're going to see it again. Incredible. Oh, but he hit BVE. Michael Richard Blaze has hit his own partner. And he is stunned, and now Team Flex Appeal are going to take advantage. This is honestly the first time, aside from using it as diving, that the ring is being utilized. Team Flexible very much on the same page here, looking quite in unison as they give us some sit-ups. Blaze is taking an absolute beat, and BVD is going to want to get back to his feet as soon as possible, or this could look bad for the Western Lions. It sounds like it's push-up time here, Papa Smokes.
Not again.
Fans ask and the fans shall receive, because Michael Allen, Richard Clark, what an entertainer, giving us exactly what we want here tonight. A little bit of fun, a little bit of entertainment, and a whole lot of action. And that was something else right there. You think Blaze might have a bad taste in his mouth after that one?
Yeah, that's one that Papa Smokes doesn't have a name for.
And how about that one?
It's distasteful is what it is.
Papa Smokes, don't get butthurt over that.
Very funny, Bobby.
We're so packed in the Cosmo Hall here tonight, they're struggling to even get those tables out from underneath the ring. I don't even know if I know what the final count for attendance here at the show was tonight, but good God, it was quite packed in there.
Check these tables out, Munson, too. Other wrestling companies don't use the real thick wooden tables like that. This is the real deal right here.
And Wildside, when we want something to hurt, we make it hurt. And I wouldn't expect anything less from the Western Lions and Team Flex Appeal at all. As I was saying earlier, before this match even kind of chaotically got out of control, that there is a lot of history between Michael Richard Blaze, Michael Allen, Richard Clark, from tag team action to singles competition. I mean, these two have been at the top of the game here in HIW Wildside, and no love lost between the two of them, have taken each other to war many, many times.
What's Blaze after under the ring here?
I guess when one table's not quite enough, table for two. And this has got to be filled with absolute bad intentions here. I think McSugar's going to need to get the hell out of there. It's looking bad for him. Oh, Blaze to the hard floor on the outside there, and McSugar fighting for his life on the ring apron. big elbows from the big man BBD. And now Team Flex Peel working over BBD. I think it's time to go back to those weapons. Oh,
my word.
Nothing like throwing the whole bin of weapons right in the face of Michael Richard Blaze. At this point, I don't even know if Better Bobby knows where to look. We got action going on one side. We got action going right in front of us here. I knew this was going to get out of hand. And I have to agree with the fans in attendance. This is awesome. And this is what you get when you come to a Wildside show. Jeez, those kendo shots.
Look at this, Munson. This is pandemonium. It's awesome.
I think between the people who were there to witness this live Papa Smokes and the ones who are watching right now on Wildside TV, the word is going to spread about Wildside Wrestling, especially after this particular matchup. And just so you know, ahead of schedule, if you think this is great, folks, you're going to want to tune into Wildside TV next week. So again, if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get notified, because next Saturday, we've got a very first in the making. Kat Von Hees, Bobby Sharp in a hair versus hair match. This is the first time the husband versus wife has taken place in all of professional wrestling.
Yeah, I just can't wait to build up, and the anger between the two of them has just been insane. That match is going to be out of this world.
And that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep bringing you the absolute best. And I guess to hell with the damage deposit here tonight, Mick Sugar says. I guess Alexander Prime's going to be footing the bill for that one to the Cosmo Hall.
Well, as we've all been watching the build-up to this match, that it seemed like a regular match, and the ring couldn't contain the anger and the aggression of these two teams. There were disqualifications, there were countouts, so now they had to settle it in this match. And look at the brawling that's going on here. It's nice that they don't have to worry about tags and disqualifications and referees. They can just fight.
And I think after that kendo stick shot, Michael Allen Richard Clark doesn't have to worry about having kids in the future either. Whoa, what a sick pile driver that was.
Destructive.
And a kick out still. And Blaze is not happy. Blaze, that is a HIW official you get your hands off of. We got a cooking pan in the ring now. I mean, what didn't the fans bring here tonight? I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it got lost in the shuffle there or not, Papa Smokes, but I know, having been here live, I saw somebody brought an Aladdin VHS tape as one of the weapons here tonight.
And that's probably the best use for it, rather than watching it, hitting somebody over the head with it. Oh, now these garbage cans are getting involved.
Looks like Blaze wants the fans to move out of the way. And if he's telling you, fans, he means it. So get out of your seats and move to the side. Oh, dirty. And into the merch table instead. I guess who needed to really be sitting during this one anyway?
I couldn't stay in my seat. All the people, the fans are standing up in front of me. I'm just going to stand this entire time.
Michael Allen Richard Clark just getting smashed into those chairs. Western Lions looking strong. And I don't know what just got cracked across the back of Mick Sugar, but it did not look pleasant. I believe it was a red traffic light of some sort.
This match is completely broken down now. We haven't seen them anywhere near the ring in some minutes now. Fighting out amongst the crowds. The chairs have gone flying. Stuff is getting smashed. This is truly an awesome, destructive match.
Blaze up on that stage now.
No, not on the cement floor.
Oh, what the hell?
Wow. These teams are pulling out all the stops tonight. This taking the risks, taking high risks in these maneuvers. This is just great.
These 4 men will not be the same after this one's all said and done. I mean, if it is all said and done, I mean, I don't know how any of them are still even able to stand after the beatings they've taken.
Yeah, we got a squash racket involved here now.
Oh, I think BBD get a little payback on McSugar there, a little slap on the ass. And you can check out much of the great HIW merchandise there as Michael, Richard, Blaze, and BBD start clearing it off the tables. Oh God, what do they have in mind here? Oh, good, McSugar. Fight back. Last thing we needed is another dive from the top rope from that big man BBD.
Instead, just a kendo stick across the back. Just the cracking sound throughout the Cosmo Hall is just unbelievable.
And you can see the welts across these men's bodies already. What do they have in mind here? This does not look good. Fans keeping a very clear distance at this point. And Blaze to the top. Oh, this is going to get ugly, Pop Smokes.
Oh boy.
Holy, whoa, jeez.
I can't believe it.
The table didn't break. Blaze flipped it over top of them all.
All 4 men down now. What a tremendous impact from that. Oh, we got tables, we got chairs, we got merchandise. Everything's strewn throughout the Cosmo Hall here. This is insane.
I think whoever's going to be paying for those Kid Chocolate pictures now that they've all been wrecked and damaged is going to make Kid Chocolate feel really good about himself once he sees his merch sales tonight.
Yeah, tell me about it. I don't think those Papa Smoke shirts are doing too good over there either.
Well, they've been getting sported around. I did see El Asesino wearing a Papa Smoke shirt at our last show.
But of course.
I cannot believe that Blaze and BVD still on their feet and Clark still trying to do everything he can to fight back. But McSugar, I mean, he is out of this thing, Papa Smokes. I mean, this has become a handicap match at this point.
Yeah, and hence the danger of these matches. If you lose your partner to injury or a concussion throughout this match, you might just find yourself on the receiving end of a double team for the rest of the match.
Your referee checking on Mike McSugar there, making sure that, you know, he's still alive and breathing, but at the same time, I don't think you're going to see Mike McSugar back. I mean, he is down. He is taking a beating. He's counted out of this thing. And I don't know how much more Michael Allen Richard Clark even has left in him. The Western Lions looking dominant, looking strong like they always do. I don't know if there's a way back for Team Flex Appeal, sad as it is to say.
Yeah, it might just be a matter of when Alan Clark gets his shoulders pinned for a 1, 2, 3.
Well, hold on here. He's fighting back with every last little bit that he's got. Over top of Blaze, into the Frankensteiner. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful drop kick right into the corner. Oh, what's Clark thinking now? Or are we going to go coast to coast here, Papa Smokes?
Oh, my.
Of course we are. Oh, man, did Blaze take a shot to the face there.
The impact of that drop kick was tremendous.
And when we talk about Mike McSugar being out, Michael Allen Richard Blaze might be out of this thing now. This might come down to BVD versus Michael Allen Richard Clark. It just goes to show how much any championship, the tag championships, the provincial championship, the Central Canadian Championship, or the Grand Championship here in HIW means so much to these individuals. They will stop at nothing to be called champion. As an array of This Is Awesome chants echo through the arena once again, the fans just loving every second of the action here tonight. And we hope you're enjoying it at home too. Hard to believe Papa Smoke's 31 episodes so far of Wildside Wrestling, and look at how far we've come already.
Yeah, isn't it great, Munson? I was watching some of the old ones the other day. We've come a long way. We still got a lot more work to do.
Well, that kendo stick breaking across the back of Clark.
Flinging into the crowd.
And he still kicks out. At this rate, this match might not ever end. And you know what? Maybe I don't want this match to ever end. This one could keep going on forever.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
You see Mike McSugar there on the outside, still down and out. No recovery for him at all.
Do you think it's possible, Munson, that he's just lazy?
I would not expect that from Mike McSugar at all. I know he's a hard worker, one of the hardest workers we have here in HIW.
Whoa.
Oh no. Oh, a thunderous clothesline into the garbage can.
Wow. That'll ring your bell.
I think BVD favoring that arm a bit. I think that got him just as bad as it got Clark in the process. So what's he got in mind here now?
Speaking of bell ringing.
Oh! Wait, when it hurts too much to use your arm, you use the damn kendo stick. I mean, the ears of Michael Allen Richard Clark are probably ringing like profusely right now. He doesn't know where he is. Team Flex Appeal have taken a butt kicking here tonight.
Yeah, it's looking like Western Lions are going to finish this off. They've got Alan Michael in the ring right where they want him, and look at this setup. We've seen this one before.
Oh, getting a reverse. And he knocks Blaze down from the top. Come on, Clark, you got this.
Oh. That front pile driver is going to slow down BVD.
Hey, McSugar, get in this match.
It looks like Michael Allen Richard Clark now climbing those ropes right beside Michael Richard Blaze. What does he have in mind here? And this night has been chaotic, Papa Smokes. I mean, expect the unexpected here in this matchup.
These two aerial experts both coming to the top rope at the same time. I can't wait to see this.
Oh my God!
Good
I don't
Lord.
even care. Holy shit, Papa Smokes, that was something else.
Yeah, well said, Munson.
And I think the fans share my sentiment on that one by the sounds of it. I mean, this is absolutely breathtaking action here tonight. Maybe one of the finest matches that we've seen here on Wildside TV yet to date. Oh no.
No. What?
Those tables are still very much there and ready to be smashed through.
Yeah, he usually does this from the other side of the rope, so this is... Oh no.
I mean, Blaze doing everything he can to assure that he's not the one that gets sent to the outside here.
He gets a lot of momentum from this slingshot suplex. I fear for Blaze right now.
Oh no! Oh,
Can you believe that, Munson?
Both tables are completely broken. Both men are completely broken. All the guys are out. This is just absolute pandemonium. I mean, Mike McSugar's still there, completely out of things. Now the other three guys are completely out of this too.
Munson, did you hear the impact of those tables cracking in half? It's just outrageous.
I did, but do you see this here, Papa Smokes? It looks like Mike McSugar is like a phoenix rising from the ashes right now. He's got some life left in him. Question is, does he know where he is and what he needs to do at this point?
The referee's helping him to his feet.
And that last bit of adrenaline now kicking in for Mike McSugar. I mean, this might be his chance to capitalize. Oh,
onto the garbage can.
it's over. We have new tag team champions. What a match, Papa Smokes.
Unbelievable. What a brawl.
As only these four men could put on here tonight. Just wow. I mean, if we could go do a rewind on our best matches of the year, when we did that earlier in this year, Papa Smokes, this one would definitely have trumped a couple of the options right away, if you ask me.
No question about that. Look at this. The awarding of new champions in HIW tag team scene.
They were with tag team champions in the past, and now they've climbed back to the top of the tag team ranks. They are tag champions again. What a great team Team Flex Appeal are. Great to see them as champions. And you know what this means, though, Papa Smokes? I mean, this is far from over, because the Western Lions will be due a rematch in their rematch clause for those championships. So the fun and excitement of Team Flex Appeal versus the Western Lions has only just begun.
Wow, just wow. It was the perfect match for Halloween. Thrills, spills, spooktacular goodness. Wow, they just impressed this crowd and everyone in it tonight.
Definitely, everyone's off their seats, excited. We hope you enjoyed it, folks. We're glad that we were able to bring it to you. Hopefully you'll tune in again next week with us here on Wildside TV. From myself and Papa Smokes, wishing you all the best and have yourself a great evening.
Happy Halloween.